I'm getting really tired, so if things sound retarded, that's totally not my fault. Let's do this. Should turn the music off, I suppose. I bit my lip. It's a catastrophe. Alright. Looks like Dante has a wooden PC. Does anyone message me? No, I'm not popular. Dante finally loading. We're gonna get there in a minute. Ah! There he is! Alright, let's get started in this TVP. Whoa, lag. Alright. Starting at the left, bottom-ish left, 8 or halfway to 9 o'clock base is Feed Dante. Of course, I think he's SR now, if I've got that right. So Dante, over here, what's he gonna do? Start out pretty normal, of course. Can't do anything too fancy on this map. Across to the side, we have, on the opposite side, because of course this is the WCS version of Antigua Shipyard, which means there are no gold bases in the middle, by the way, just so you know. There's also supply depots at the bottom of the ramp, but doesn't really do anything in this map. Is our green Protoss, winner of the previous series, against Meching Guy, against the Meching Guy of Rhubarb, is TCPLemminks. Doing some Blink stuff in the previous games. I really hope he actually does it on this one, because this is actually a really good one for it, and we almost always see people do it on this map in PvT, so would not be surprised to see him do a Blink strat again on this one. Ye olde Lemmings. Just hanging around behind the gas window there, scouting about, seeing what's going on. Sees that there are 2 gas on the way. SCV getting a little bit of a tickle there with the probe laser. Picks him off and switches around. Alright, fair enough. Standard openings from both players. Gas is done for Lemmings. He did not put any probes into it. There goes 1, there goes 2, there goes 3. So he's all prepared for a bit of a gas income there. The cybernetics core is down, and he's still scouting around inside this base here, and he's actually... Is he going to get it? Don't tell me he's going to get a kill. He finds that one SCV and gets... Oh, I was going to say he almost gets away, but he doesn't, unfortunately for him. And looks as if the scouting SCV of Dante is going to also escape for the moment. So, not too bad news for him. As I said, Blink a bit of a thing on this map. Just because you can threaten your opponent's front just over here, and generally you'll almost always want to have your bunkers at this position here, and then what you can actually do is just blink up into the main there. So I would really be surprised if we didn't see Lemmings do that on this one, because it is a bit of a known strategy here. So just having a bit of chat, where they're from, all that sort of stuff. Zealot and a Stalker just scouting around, trying to find out where where that scouting SCV went. Wants to make sure that he can't get back inside the main base to see what's going on. But we can expect... No, he's going to fast expand. So he's going to do a 1 gate expand down to the natural here. He can still transition into... He can still transition into a blink play off this. It's just obviously a little bit later. And a factory on the way. So Dante going pretty standard here. Cancels a factory. That's not standard. What's he doing? Gonna have a little bit of pressure at the front here. I really don't know why he cancelled that. He didn't need to. But there are a few Marines out at the front, so he should be fine against this pressure. Of course, a Zealot will normally want to tank the damage of the Marines, and the Stalkers will want to stay at the back and fire at the Marines. There we go. Going to take down at least one of these Marines. Is he going to get a second? I don't think so. The Marauder trying to take down these Stalkers as fast as they can. One goes down, the second is also going to go down. Watch this. Bam. Snap the neck of that dude. And he is gone. A second and third one is on the way, but not going to get too far along. But back at home for Lemmings, he's got his 1, 2, and 3 gates almost up. Robo facility on the way. I think he's going to put down a Twilight Counts. Where is he? I was going to say a Twilight Council is going to be on the way shortly, but no. Looks as if he's just getting up some units to defend at the moment, because there is some 2 ranks pressure just on the way. The concussive shells is done. Combat shields is now also on the way, and a few Marines at a time. This is going to put a little bit of pressure on Lemmings here. I mean, he doesn't actually have too much, doesn't even have a force field available, so if he wanted to evacuate some of his probes, he's not going to be able to get them out. He is chrono boosting one of those gateways though, and Immortal is on the way. That is certainly going to help here, and there is one of the sentries there, and he is going to use one of the Stalkers to try and defend. And there we go, getting up the ramp almost, but there are a couple of Zealots at the top. More units now coming through from Dante, and he is going to escape with most of his units here, unfortunately for Lemmings. But the Immortal came out, and that sort of evened the trade there. So keeps the natural expand alive, and also gets his tech started. So Lemmings putting himself in a nice little spot here, and just chasing across the map. Gets one of these Zealots. I don't know how that guy... why that guy decided to turn around, but here we are. So just in the middle of the watchtower, there is always a little bit of a battle here, and there we are. So we can see that the Stalker trying to chase down some of these units, finds one of the Marauders in range, is going to be able to take a few shots at him, does escape for the moment, and the rest of these units, of course, will be able to head back home, because they've done their job for now. So Lemmings has very weird positioning of buildings. Protoss players out there in chat will know what I'm talking about, because a lot of Protoss players will try and keep things very flush, where you want all the buildings to sort of just be in a big sort of group, and you'll have a couple of pylons covering each side of them. You're sort of just putting them randomly around here. It's kind of weird. I don't know, but I don't know, it's just something random I've noticed there. Back at home for Dante, he's got his starport just about to complete. Going to switch that across with the reacted factory. No engineering bay just as of yet, so he's not going to have any turrets available, but there it is. Oh, sorry, my bad. There it is. Does complete just in the nick of time. Going to be able to get a maybe 1 turret up and get started on the +1 upgrades here. Observer scouting out that there are a few units moving across the map. Going to take that Zolnaga watchtower with quite a few Marines. They've got the combat shields. Stim is still a little bit away from being done, and +1 to weapons has only just started here for Dante. So things looking reasonably even at the moment. Lemmings just a little bit down on his probes at the moment at 34 currently to his opponent's 38 SCVs. As we can see, not to mention the mules being added for extra effect. There's one down here at the natural, which goes down. Picked up some minerals and then died, so that was a loss of minerals there for Dante, unfortunately for him. But not too much of a worry. That's a bit more of a super high level thing to worry about, when to pull mules off the minerals to make sure you don't lose any minerals. But Colossus Tech is on the way for Lemmings, so we'll see what he's going to do about that. There are going to be a couple of medevacs out. These will allow Dante to do some drops, of course. He can take a couple of the Marauders, a couple of Marines, go inside the main, drop them down here, kill some of these probes, maybe even shoot across to grab one of the pylons that are here to help slow down the production capabilities. These two particular pylons, if you could take these two down, that would actually be quite huge. But here comes that attack. Normally this is sort of synced up a bit with +1 to weapons, which is just about to complete, so we may see him just wait a moment. In fact, he's going to catch out one of the Stalkers, maybe a second. No, he doesn't. My mouse randomly decided to move across. And here we go, he is going to stim inside. Is he going to get force fielded out? No, he's not, but the Zealots getting caught out very quickly here. +1 to weapons, just about to complete. And there we go. Not too many units here from Lemmings. He got really badly supply blocked. Colossus does come out. I don't think this is going to save the day, though. The Colossus, in fact, is not even going to bother. He just says, hey, buddy, we're not going to go in against any of that. Marines doing their best, but that is it. Good night, Lemmings, in game number 1. Colossus goes down, and GG from Lemmings. So, very simple sort of game there. Dante just coming in with that 11-12 minute push with the +1 to weapons and just rolled all over Lemmings there. I think that supply block really hurt him. So